Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. And today we're going to recap Super Sunday, one of the best Super Sundays we've seen in a long time, where so many things were decided: league titles, runners-up, relegation, top 4, top 7, top 8, top 10, top whatever you want to call it. And we want to talk about ETH, Eric Ten Hag's new arrival at Old Trafford, the previews, what he plans to do, quick transfers, and just a peep into Champions League game on Saturday. Joining me today, the one and only, the controversial one representing Houston Red Army, Houston, Texas, is Benz. Welcome to the show, mate.
How you guys doing, man?
We're all right.
Controversial one.
Representing UK, we have the designer, the painter, right up there. Vimo, welcome on.
And the decorator.
You got your ladder? You got your ladder?
Yeah, I got my ladder here. I'm a paintbrush
And representing UK, we have the smiling one, the positive one, Kay. Welcome to the show. Right, gentlemen, without much ado.
Are you trying to copy ETH there?
This show we could do anything, mate. No hold bars. Today we are looking at recapping one of the best Super Sunday grand finales in a long time. Last time we saw this was 2012 Man United, Man City, Aguero. 1995 Man United, Blackburn final season finale. But this took another dimension with two teams trying to get that final win, and one team had an advantage. The other team had an ex-team captain trying to sabotage and help his old club. He represents Stephen G, aka the Slip, representing Villa, tried to sabotage Man City. Vimo, Super Sunday, Man City, Villa, Liverpool, Wolves. What was going through your mind? Because we spoke earlier on during the week, you predicted City would come through.
Yeah, we thought City would come through. And when they went 2-0 down, I could not believe what I was seeing. I thought, God damn, they've just capitulated on the last day of the season. Imagine that, losing it on the last day. But, in City true fashion, and, even the way they took the title from us on that fateful day, the last minute when Sergio Aguero get that goal. They came up with the goods, and it was to our liking, I'd say. So, right, good turnaround.
Bemsy, me and you were both sitting in the bar watching. We had all the screens up. We had City, Liverpool. A lot of United fans were not even involved in the United game because those guys, as usual, never failed to disappoint. So hey, they were disappointing as they normally disappoint. We were looking at people who can save our heritage, save our history. Bems. Man City, Villa, and the Liverpool Wolves game.
Man, it was crazy. I'll put it that way. It was very emotional. I mean, as in highs and lows. It was crazy. It was watching those two games. Obviously, as you said, we were focusing on the City and City Villa game and the Wolves Liverpool game. I wasn't surprised to see City go down 2-0 because I expected Aston Villa to give them a very, very good game. Gerrard obviously would have told them, give them a very good speech just right before the game and told them what to do. And also we also knew that those Villa players are going to be going down with every touch, every foul, they will go down, and that happened. I mean, they will frustrate City. I knew there was no way City was just going to win that game flawlessly. It just wasn't going to happen. I knew there was going to be some twist and turn. But I wasn't afraid that City was going to come back. I knew City would come back. It's just because like we said, City, they stay consistent. They're not afraid. They just keep pushing and pushing because they know what they could do. That as in their football speaks for them. So, but it was emotional. It was like, man, God, really, City, please do this for us, man. And then Liverpool right there, they're winning their game. They think they might be getting it because obviously I think just right before then, I think our City was still down. And then City come back, man, and do what they do best, man. Always. It was crazy. And I thank you, City, for doing what you did. Appreciate you for I know you did it to us, what was it, 30 years ago? We didn't like it that time, but now we liked it this time. And thanks to Brighton. Brighton did what we couldn't do. So to keep us in the
Can I add, Bems? Can we have Manchester back now? You got your title, but we want it back. Make Manchester red again.
That's the goal. We want to make Manchester red again, but it's probably going to take. I would say at least, it's going to take years for we make it red again, man. It's going to take some time, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it was emotional because you had every game. You had the title race, you had the top 4 race, Europa League race, and the relegation race. It was crazy.
Right.
That's one of the best
Super
Sundays, ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super Sunday, Villa, Man City, Liverpool, Wolves, Spurs, Arsenal, Brighton, West Ham. Start with the league title deciders.
Yeah, like Ben said, I never really worried about City winning it. I think the game when Tottenham did Liverpool didn't beat Tottenham, I knew it was over from them. But like Ben said, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and I knew it wasn't going to be they were going to batter them. They're always going to make it hard. Gerrard's probably said to them, "You get a bonus or something if you beat them." But it was a classic. It was good to see, and that's why we like the English Premier League. So yeah, and then the relegation battle, like it's always been. Like I remember the West Brom deadline day when I think it was Kieran Richardson, one of our ex-players, scored the free kick with Brian Robson to keep them up. So it was exciting, and it was like a lot of people say they want Burnley to go down. I won't say I was happy they went down, but they've been hanging on for how many years? So it's like you can only do that for so long. So,
with lack of money put into the club, they sold their best striker to Newcastle. How do you expect to stay up? They sacked Sean Dykes, who's been with them for donkey years. And you expect a miracle? They deserve to go down and I guarantee you, I could put $100 today, which is about £80 British pounds. They're not coming back next season. No way. Only if they get the act together.
Not coming back. I agree.
Right. So we saw the Super Sunday. We saw Gundogan. I mean, Lika. I think he didn't start. He came on as a sub, turned the game upside down. I mean, at 2-1, I thought, okay. Because when Coutinho scored that second goal for Villa, I thought, oh, it couldn't get any worse. Coutinho, of all people, now scores. I said, this. It looked like the stars had lined up for Liverpool. Mane equalizing. Mane has been on fire for Liverpool. I mean, he has been on fire. And do you guys realize he earns less than Marcus Rashford and less than Anthony Martial? And look at what he's doing for the team. And look at where Liverpool are. Look at where United are. Sad. But this is the state of Man United. Right. We all enjoy Super Sunday. The Brighton game, a lot of people still didn't realize. Brighton, we need to thank them in a very big way. They demolished us 2 weeks ago, but they compensated by beating West Ham and stopping us going to European Conference League and keeping us back in Europa. Just to save face. Because other than that, we still went to Palace and fucked up big time either ways. Bit more. The Crystal Palace game, quickly.
Yeah, that was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? But the thing is, we've been playing football like that all season. Do we expect anything different from that team?
Not really, mate.
Probably not. So, it's just a shambolic team, man. Like, I don't know what's going on with that team, but they just can't play football.
Right in front of
ETH, and he's just shaking his head thinking, what are these idiots doing, man? They've forgotten how to play football.
What was Bruno? Why was Bruno passing? Who was he passing the ball back to? Because that was a great assist.
It was a great assist. I mean, it's just the team have lost their way, man. They've lost their way completely this season. Everyone's checked out. Even Ragnick's checked out, thinking, I can't do anything with these idiots. That's probably what he's thinking. But you've got to thank Brighton, man, for saving us, and you've got to thank Danny Welbeck for getting that goal and just finishing it off. I know that the club got rid of him and he wasn't going to ever be a great striker for us, but you've got to thank Danny Welbeck, man.
Right.
Kept us out of that conference, Europa Conference.
Which Jose happily won yesterday.
Yeah, and he's won all 5 European trophies now.
Excuse me.
I reckon if there's a 4th European trophy in the future, he'll win it.
That's Roman's first in 14 years.
Is it?
Yeah,
first trophy ever.
First trophy in 14 years for Roma.
It's when Totti and them guys are playing.
Wow.
Totti.
I heard Smalling was solid at the back yesterday.
Yeah, he got man of the match.
Smalling's?
Yeah, he got man of the match.
How old is Smalling now?
32.
32. And look at
32
Phil
years
Jones.
old.
Phil Jones hasn't
Jesus.
played in nearly 4 years or 3 years.
Yeah, maybe we should sell Phil Jones to Roma as well.
Yeah. But you know what it is with Smalling? He was always a good player. It was just that he wasn't commanding on the ball. He was like shaky.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Who?
the problem.
Jose had hope in. Jose had faith in
Smalling.
him, though.
Again?
That was
Chris-
the best thing that United did. Giving Smalling, loaning him out to Roma, then selling him. And he became a pinnacle of the defense. You know, he became the Baresi at the back there, somewhere, somehow, in Italy. You know? So I'll give props to him, mate.
Smalling's problem was he came from non-league to Fulham. So he was always panicking on the ball. He wasn't composed on the
Confident.
ball.
He wasn't confident on the ball.
Yeah.
I remember his
he's-
winning goal against Man City the season we came
Header.
second and were 20 points behind City. That the Pogba 2 goals, and remember that volley he scored that season. We stopped City from celebrating the home victory at home, and they still won title. But you know, we're just trying to postpone it. They were not going to do it on our turf, on our game.
Yeah,
I remember him that day.
Very well.
Right.
Very well.
So the season is over. United finished in 6th position. Spurs did what they did. I mean, I'm actually impressed with Spurs. Actually, Conte did a very good job. He went to Anfield, got a point, destroyed Arsenal at the North London Derby, and took it from there. And it was cruise control. They made sure they were not slipping up. Arsenal lost 2 out of the last 3 games because people keep saying Arsenal were due. That the games Arsenal was supposed to win, they didn't. When they're supposed to lose, they won. You know, beating Chelsea, beating Man United. They're now losing to Newcastle and losing to Spurs. See what I mean? It is what it is. But United finished 6th. Okay, quickly, the Man United Crystal Palace game. Summarize that for me quickly.
I'll be honest. I didn't even watch it. I forgot it was on. Oh my! I said I'm not going to put myself through that on the last day.
Wow.
Oh, that's my man right there, man. He didn't watch. That's what I should have done.
Kay, you checked out like everyone else.
Oh
Mate,
man,
Kay.
that's nice.
Ours, Ben, we were
He did
the
the best
screen.
thing.
Man United game was on this screen, Liverpool this screen, City this screen. I was on that screen and this screen. And like still 1-0. I know these guys are not going to get an equalizer, so why am I wasting my time? The goal they even scored. What the hell was Bruno passing back for? To who?
Now, didn't that goal come off?
I think Bruno wants to
came
play in
off
the
of a
Europa
try,
Conference
right?
League.
What do you say, Bruno?
I think Bruno wants to play in the Europa Conference League. That's what he's trying to score.
Oh, neat. And you had Maguire and Delo both in front of what's his name now? You know, the guy who scored for Palace. I forgot the name. The guy who scored for Palace. What's his name now?
Zaha.
Is it Zaha? He was in such a small spot, tight. Delo and Maguire were both in front of him, and there he is. Game was done after that. Done.
I think it was Delo, and it wasn't Delo, and it was Delo and Lindelof.
Smallings. Not Smallings. Lindelof.
Lindelof, yeah. It was that. I mean, to be like, I think I should have done what Kay did, just not watch the game. I should just focus on just the City Villa game and Liverpool Wolves game. But I mean, you know, Tim, man, I checked out of that. I think it was after first half. I checked out of that game. There was just no need. There was just no need. So I mean, it was a waste of time, and I don't think my analysis of that game is just really nothing. It's just nothing to talk about. There was nothing there. You can tell that these players just didn't. They did not care, man. They did not play like they wanted to make Europa League. I don't know. I mean, like they knew Ten Hag was in the stands. They didn't care about that.
A lot of people said are going to be fighting for their lives. That a lot of United players are going to be trying to give their best on that day. Nah,
they didn't give a damn, man.
No, these guys will be who they are. They don't care.
With how many players? How is it? How does that happen when how is it possible to have so many first team players injured?
Exactly.
So many of them injured.
Exactly. I mean, Vimal, the UK crew, Vimal and Kay. I mean, what was coming out of the United camp where we had literally 11 players out? What was going on?
You know what it was? It's just a way of protecting the players. They weren't injured, they just couldn't be bothered, and they didn't want to get injured over the holidays, so they're being for pre-season early. That's what it was. It just shows the attitude. It just shows everything that we've been saying. Players not caring, players not listening. So I was not surprised at all by that. There's players that, like De Gea said at the end, the players that want to go. That just says it all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players there that don't want to be there. And it's showing on the pitch.
Vimo.
So I broke into the Man United Wi-Fi, and Phil, the Wi-Fi man, sent out a message.
Oh,
Lads, I've booked your trip to Tenerife tomorrow. Make sure you wake up bright and early. So the boys were at home packing for their holiday.
So rubbish. They were so rubbish. Right. Now, the season is done. We scored 56 goals, or the 57, and conceded 57. We didn't get to 60 points. We lost 12 Premier League games. We drew 10 Premier League games. So after 66 points available, we took 10 out of 66 available points. That is United for 2022.
That's relegation form, isn't that?
100%, mate. You lose 12 games and you draw 10, man, you're going nowhere, mate. Right, let's move on to something more positive. ETH finally arrived on Monday. You know, he took time to look at the stadium, looked at the Trinity. Dennis Lloyd Charlton and George Best stood by the statue, took pictures of the fans. It was nice, but you've seen this charade before. The fans all taking pictures of the manager. These same fans, 7 months down the line, giving the F and all this and all that. Hopefully it doesn't happen. When he arrived on Monday, did an interview, then he did his press conference. Vimo, let me start with you. When you saw that press conference, what did you grasp from it?
He's keeping his cards close to his chest. He's not revealing too much. He's not gonna pander the press. You know, the press are there like little hyenas looking to get any bits of information they can to write a newsreel and write a new article. But he's keeping his cards close. He's got that poker face. He's not revealing too much. You know, Ragnick's gone and shaken the foundations, revealed all the problems at the club, exposed it for who they are, and people have been dismissed and heads have rolled and so on. And he's allowed Ten Hag to come in, sort of take us to the next phase of the repair and the mending aspect of it. So I liked what I saw. You know, he was quite stern with his responses, didn't reveal too much. He's not outing the players. He's going to give everyone a fresh start and give them you know, chance to redeem themselves. So yeah, I think it was quite good. And you know, you don't want to be calling out players on the first day. You don't want to start criticizing, even though he may think a couple of players are rubbish. You don't want to be saying that, because you want to give them a chance to prove themselves. And if they go on the pitch and they start training hard and they make an effort, then, you know, give them a chance. But if they don't, see you later, man. So I like the way he conducted himself. I thought it was professional, and it was.
There
good.
was one question they asked. I'll really address it with you guys quickly. There was one question they asked. They're like, did Ranić give you any updates on the players? They were thinking he was going to say yes. He said, no, I've done my own analysis. I've spoken to a lot of people. I will still have to make that. You see, he didn't throw Ranić under the bus. Obviously, he knows Ranić is giving the info. That's a known fact.
Yeah.
But he wasn't going to throw the guy. You see, they were wanting, he was going to say, yes, I spoke to Ranić. We had a long conversation. Like, okay. No, he did not say that. He said, I've spoken to lots of people. I've made my own analysis. I know them press people like, damn bastards, this guy's an idiot. He didn't answer my questions. Okay, what did you think of the guy in press? Okay,
you're muted.
Yeah, he came across pretty well, but it's what you'd expect. Yeah, he obviously didn't give too much away. They kept trying to probe and catch him out, and he did what I expected him to do and say, but I didn't expect a reaction from the players. Like, attitude. You know, you can't turn that attitude on like a tap. You're with it or you're not with it. And yeah, I think he came across well. I think he's realising how big the club is. He met a lot of fans. He met some of the players, not the players. He met some of the staff that work in the mega store. He met some of the staff that work in the club itself. And it was just promotional, wasn't it? Just to see.
Yeah.
put something positive on the website, on the Instagram, because we got battered by Palace. So it was a way to take the PR off the players. So yeah, but he said the right things, and it's good that it's coming early. I think that's the main thing, because we've always been slow to do transfers, slow to do everything. Him coming in a little bit earlier, getting a feel of what a game's like, and he can just find his feet a little bit early. So yeah, it was good for him to come in early, and it looks good so far.
Benzi, what did you think about his press conference?
I think he handled the press conference pretty well. I think he answered the questions well. He didn't give too much, which you're supposed to do as a new manager. I think you can tell he looks like that type of manager that would not take nonsense from the players. He doesn't. He looks like he have. I don't know. I mean, he looks like he has that type of personality that, okay, yeah, we could talk, we could do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, it's my decision. I make the last call. Because he kept saying that, yeah, just like you said, like I've talked to different people, whatnot, but I'm going to draw my own conclusions. Yeah. He says, I'm going to draw my own line. He kept saying that, basically letting you know he's the boss. He makes the final decisions. We could talk all we want to talk, but he's going to make, so he made that very, very clear. He did not throw the players on the bus. They asked him questions about about like the potential of this team or whatever, and I forgot what the question was, but he said that, well, this team came second a year ago, and so there's potential in this team. Of course, he's not going to say, oh, this team is shit, right?
No,
I mean, he can't say that. This is his first press conference. He knows the players are going to be listening. He's going to want to. He wants to win the players over. He wants to start on a good note, and then he's going to start doing what he has to do and get the players. He knows the squad is useless, man. He knows he's not.
Yeah, he's sorry against Palace.
He saw it against Palace. He's watched us play. He can tell if Ten Hag strike. There's a manager that coached under Pep for what a few years at Bayern, and you see the way he plays. And he sets his team up, the way he manages it. His play speaks so well of him, like Danny Blind spoke so well of him. There's no way that he's just gonna look at this team and say, "Yeah, they came second last year. Oh yeah, this team." Nah. He doesn't. He's gonna be positive. He talked well about Maguire, which I expect him to do. I did not expect him to say anything negative about the squad, the club, the players.
No.
So I think he handled it. I think he handled it very, very well, and I'm curious to see how the next few weeks go. Obviously, the players are gonna go out on break or holiday and come back, and so and the fact that he's not speaking to them right now, let them just go do what they do and then come back. Yeah, I
he'll be ready waiting for them.
Yeah,
they said he's gonna monitor them. You know, he wants to know where they are, where they're taking the vacation. Wants to know their family life, what kind of environment they live in, what kind of household, the personalities. I said, look,
that's detail. That's detail right there. That is detail.
When he sees the Instagram profile of some of these players, man, he's going to be shocked.
I think he's going to shut a lot of stuff down, but I do think just like there are still players in that squad that was supposed to leave that won't be able to leave. I'm curious to see. This is what I'm curious to see how Ten Hag handles is in those players that
give me two.
In my opinion, I think it's the British players, man. I think the British players, those British players are the spoiled brats, man. I think those guys.
Yeah, I think Ole was scared of them. I think
he was scared of them. He was. He had to apologizing for the comment he made about Rashford. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You're the manager, man. I know you said what you said, but if you said it, just stand by it. But yeah, man, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. We will know a lot within the next few weeks. Preseason, we'll know.
Yeah. All right, let's roll on. Transfers, bit more. As it stands, United, as you know, everyone gets linked to United. The players some players they say he wants to bring from Ajax to United. But they still say we still need to. There's going to be the Deadwood FC will be on the way out on the bus out of United.
Deadwood AFC.
The wheels will come up from those ones. They're out. So
Yeah.
So far, what's the latest on the transfers? Who are United are nearly or about to, or there's no about or nearly yet?
It looks like Jurien Timber's on his way. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's saying that's looking like a hot deal.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, 30 million euros or something like that. He's a
He's the
young
central defender, right?
Yeah, 20 years old, young defender. So definitely, one for the future, long term. Some people saying he's not tall enough, but he's a very skillful player. He plays the ball well, plays on the ground. He can play out from defense, and he's got speed and aggression. Something,
Right.
a lot of things that Maguire doesn't have. So maybe he's on his way. Darwin Núñez, I think, we've been linked with him quite a lot, but he was saying that he wants Champions League, and
Doesn't want
other
Europa.
clubs are looking for him as well. Obviously, City have got their Haaland, so they don't need any strikers. Liverpool, I mean, I don't know. Do they need any more players up front? They've got plenty of good options
Yeah.
up front. So I think Man United would be a good option for Núñez if he decides to come along. But I think it's quite a high asking price. Was it 80 million euros or something like that? Quite a lot of money. The thing is, I
That's ridiculous.
think Ten Hag, he's good at developing young players. You can spot the young talent, or
Right.
Ragnick can spot the young talent and
Right.
and develop them.
Right.
Pick up several players at 20, 30 million and develop them,
Right.
make them world class. And I think Ten Hag's got the ability to do that. He doesn't need to go out. He's not the type of coach that needs to go out and buy all the expensive players.
Right.
He can build them up from
totally
scratch.
agree, yeah.
So I think that's the avenue that we should be going down in the future, not just buying £100 million players all the time.
Right. What's the latest on the guy from Barcelona?
Yeah, I see. That's another expensive size, isn't it? Frankie De Jong.
Yeah, he's a
80.
CDM, right? He's a CDM, a cultured CDM.
He's a CDM. He's a creative midfielder. He's box to box. This guy creates a lot. So he's a pivotal guy in central midfield.
Would he fit into
He's not-
United's plan?
I don't
Do you
know. I mean,
work?
he'll definitely be a creative outlet. I don't think he is really a CDM. He's quite a slight guy, but he works alongside Van de Beek very well. So that there'll be a good partnership developing there.
Right.
But it's just a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and it's going to be
Barca want
very
how much?
expensive. I think it's about 80 million, isn't it?
Bye. Good night and goodbye.
Yeah, and big wages as well.
Yeah, goodbye and good night. We already have enough of those clowns who are on big wages and can't win the Carabao Cup. Good night.
Thing is, there's a lot of good talent out there, good untapped talent, and I think that's the pool that we need to be looking in now. And you've got Ragnick. Ragnick's uncovered some of the best players in the world who have gone on to be world stars.
Exactly.
I think we need to start tapping into the people that we've got. Ragnick is a brilliant spot of talent. ETH can develop talent. I think we need to focus on the younger, aspiring stars.
Right. Thank you very much. Kay, come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Transfers wise, where are United currently now? Anyone about to be signed or close to be signed? Or we missed that one? Huh?
You know the targets. I think Timber will get done, like Vim said, Jamal said. The other, the young one, I think that's all dependent on how much money Barca need. I think he wants to stay at Barca.
Yeah,
Champions
we should
League.
not start getting players who don't want to leave. If they don't want to
Well, I
leave, don't force them, and don't try
I
to
don't
drive
think
them
it'll
with
be
cash.
like Mkhitaryan, where Mourinho said you have to go. Like it'll be like, we need this money for the club. We need to sell you, and I don't think he'll be
about
upset.
Mkhitaryan, you know. God damn.
Yeah, because Mourinho, when we got Sanchez, I know for a fact from my guy, like Mkhitaryan didn't want to leave. Mourinho said, no, you have to leave. Like he was forced. Basically, that's what held up the transfer with Sanchez. It was the swap deal. The Sanchez deal was done.
Yeah, swap.
Mkhitaryan didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And that was stalling it a little bit. But with De Jong, I think it'll be a good signing. Hopefully, it's just I think they've got a month before they have to get so much money in. So we need to try and take control of the situation and almost say, give them an ultimatum. This is what we're paying. We'll give you this amount of time. Do it. Instead of us waiting, like the Sancho deal where we were like, oh, we're going to give you this. All right, fine, we're not selling it. and then we just get stuck and scrambling around for players. So,
Yeah. And last day. No, we need to come out of that. Hopefully, because of Matt Judge and his clowns have left, then the two guys.
Who's going to do the work now? I know they've not gone yet. They're probably working their notice period, but is it going to get any quicker? That's the worrying thing. I'm worried about. And how many are we going to get in? I can't see us getting more than 4 transfers in.
4 in.
Yeah,
but with more out, right? With more out.
Yeah.
The outs are. Yeah. Sorry, Kay. Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead.
So I think we'll probably get a few players promoted from the youth team, but I think all this talk of untapped potential that I keep talking about, we finished second, this team finished second. I don't like that talk. Like it says to me like they're almost preparing us for some of these players that are still going to play. Quite a few of these players are still going to be here next season.
That if you listen, there's finishing second and there's finishing second. Liverpool finished second. All this time we finished second behind City. It's like 20 points, mate. That ain't second. You're still far off.
And the thing they're forgetting is
second is like 4 points close. This is a golf. Six more wins you would have won. Man, please. Like I said, that table it just gives you a false narrative.
Exactly. And the thing they're forgetting to say is we finished second and we had COVID, which got Rashford back, Pogba back, and a lot of teams were disrupted from that. So this second,
exactly.
It's like the Liverpool title. You need to put an apostrophe or asterisk next to it. It's not an official second. So,
but it's something United. Like I said, we have stooped so low. We grasp onto the little things that just make us feel great again. No, like that guy mistakenly woman or guy or he or she typed on the BBC ticker. We are rubbish. It is. You cannot. Like Gobic used to say, you can't polish a turd. A poo is poo. It is what it is, mate. Stop trying to sugarcoat. We came second on the Ole. 20 points behind Man City. That is a close run. Get the hell. Okay, Liverpool came fourth.
It's like the Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, but we were the Invincibles." Like that's gone. That's not a trophy. Like, it's just,
Invincibles. That was what 18 years ago. They never won a league title since. Man, that's another team that needs help. But I'm not gonna go. I will bring. We have a end of season team fans one after Champions League the following next Saturday or next Sunday. So we'll have a City, a Liverpool. I got Chelsea. I got Spurs, United. We're gonna all sit there and we're gonna iron this whole season out to how their teams performed. I know we're gonna be the banter one out of all of it. So, because it is what it is.
Have you heard about us being linked with Pau Torres? We were linked with him before.
Yeah,
looks like Lindelof's older brother.
They look alike, though.
For a minute, I was like, are they related? You behave yourself, there, mate.
Yeah, but you think he's kind of skinny as well. He's a good ball player, but I don't know, man. I think he's going to get crushed in the Premier League. Mate, I wasn't keen on him the first time.
Premier League is physical. Bems, what have you heard from the transfer so far? CDM, I think United, what they're looking for is CDM, right? Centre back.
Of course.
Right back
they'll be
and a
stupid
striker.
not to look for CDM.
So we're looking at 4 positions, right?
Yeah. So, I think I'm with Kay on this one. I don't see us getting more than 4 players. I mean, just knowing the way United have done their transfer business over the years, we take too much time haggling prices and like we don't know how to get stuff done quickly. The thing is now, I'm curious to see because of the people that have left from the backroom staff and what's his name, Matt Judge leaving. And hearing that he's not going to be involved in the transfer business this window, I don't know if that's going to change anything at all. But it might not. But I mean, United, we're looking at a center back, a midfielder, which will be a CDM, a striker, and then fullback, and probably a winger. There's like 5 positions, but I mean, the big one for me is that the Young deal. I would like the Young at United. I think he's gonna. The issue about that is you don't. He said he doesn't want to come. He wants to stay at Barcelona. Barcelona just selling because need the money. So my thing is, I mean, if he ends up coming, is is his mind and heart really going to be in here?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
one.
We've done too
So-
many of these deals whereby,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you, whereby the
Yeah.
player doesn't want to come, we now throw more cash at it, and the player now
Yeah.
comes on a big wage, and the guy doesn't live up to us expectations. And
The thing
another
about it is that,
high player with high wages can't sell. You know what I mean?
the thing about it is that, like, the only thing we have going for us is Ten Hag. Now, if Ten Hag is a manager that I know he is, not know he is, if the manager that I think he is, I don't know if the manager has the ability to say if the the manager says what they want and then the club just go gets them. But I don't know if they involve them, if they let the manager know, okay, look, this thing is going, the price is going up and his wages are going to be high. You still want him. I don't know if they do that, but if they do, I mean, if Ten Hag is the guy I think he is, I think he'll say, you know what, forget it, because I mean, having a player come in with that, I mean, because his wages is going to be high. He's going to be making at least 250, 300.
Exactly.
I'm thinking, but I mean, the only thing
De Jong's on about 350 a week.
he's on about 350 a week right now.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Mate.
God dang it,
Goodbye.
that's not good. That's not
Good
good.
man. Good night.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. So that right there is going to be worrying. But apart from that, I
more
mean,
than De Bruyne. Please.
yeah, he's earning more than pretty much every person in the Premier League except for
United
except for
players.
De Gea and Ronaldo. I think that's it. Those are only
That's
two
why
players.
Barcelona will let him go, because
Yeah.
he's too expensive.
Yeah, his wages are high, and he's not coming. He's not coming United for less than 350. Just know that. That's for sure.
350.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. That's a lot of money, man.
That's a
for
lot of money,
wages,
mate.
man.
He could
It's not
stay.
That's a
that
lot of
good.
money.
Then
Yeah,
if Rashford, who's on 205 now, is looking for 300 for his next contract, come on, man. We got. Then it's
You need to pull the wages again.
too many high
they
wages.
the wages you have to just cut you know what I say.
Cut your losses.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player, but we just have to stick to this plan. Whatever plan they're trying to do, if it is really a plan, just stick to it and just say, you know what, like wages is very important. We can't do that because everything adds up. It's gonna affect the whole. It's gonna affect. So
Right.
and then the striker, and then I mean Timber. I'm hearing so much about Timber. I think I'm hoping that. I mean, I think that's pretty much gonna happen. My thing is the midfield. In my opinion, I think we need two midfielders, not one. One is not going to be enough because
we need to.
if you buy one, you're still going to have to play.
So we're losing Matic. We're losing Matic, right? We're losing Matic. McTominay
Pogba.
and Fred are not leaving out this window. No way.
No, they're not staying. You're losing Pogba and Matic.
Yeah, Pogba
So if
and
you're
Matic.
losing two midfielders, you need to bring in two more. You can't bring in one because if you bring in one, that means you're for sure playing Fred or. Yeah, exactly. Lingard is going too. So you can't just bring one. You need, because if you only bring in one midfielder, which is, let's say, De Jong, that means you're still going to play Fred or McTominay. I don't want either of those two guys isn't playing so much. They can play in like the cup games and whatever shit, but like Fred and McTominay.
So basically, we need a CDM and we need a box-to-box midfielder.
100%.
Yes.
And we need
Someone said I should ask you guys a question. Will Ten Hag be able to keep or work with Martial? Kay, you answer that first.
I think it's done. I think with Ten Hag, he needs to almost rewrite a chapter and get rid of, he needs to get rid of at least half of the squad, because the bad habits, the sulking, fans are just it's gonna get toxic quick. So for me, Martial, you just gotta loan him, mate. Almost do the things that other clubs do, like you're training with the reserves, just almost force them out of the club, basically.
Sevilla just announced that thank you for Marcel, but no, they're not planning to buy him permanently.
Return to sender.
The fact that
Return to sender. That was cold. That was just cold-blooded, mate. Return to sender like a DHL box.
He's gone on loan to Seville. He's not good enough for Seville. Why should he be good enough for Man United?
There you go.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
the whole point of going on loan is to do well, to get a move,
exactly.
or to come back into the squad. If you've done worse on loan than you did at the club, Yeah, it's game over.
Bems,
Game over.
Martial,
Yeah.
will ETH keep him, sell him? Where does Martial fit into Eric Ten Hag's plan?
I think my mind has changed about Martial now. I'm a big Martial fan. I always
Yes,
wanted
you
him
always
to
been.
stay. I've always wanted him to be given another chance because I like the guy's a talent, man. He's a talent. He's but for some reason something's gone wrong in his head and his game. He's just not the same player he was. He didn't perform at Sevilla. He's gonna come back. I agree with Kay. It's time to just cut your losses. It's just not worth it. He doesn't want to be here. And his attitude, I mean, it's the best decision is to just cut the losses. And I wish Martial the best. I'll keep watching him always because I like the guy. But nah, I forget favorites now, man. I'm all about. I want my team to start improving and improving the mentality and in every aspect. So yeah,
All right.
any player that's gonna affect that, they need to go.
Vimo, last shout.
Martial.
ETH on Martial.
Well, I mean, ETH can pretty much, work wonders with players, but it's the player. Are they up for it?
Yeah.
Is Martial willing to change his bad habits and start making an effort, stop sulking? One thing we know he's got skill. He's a baller. He's got a tremendous skill. But
Natural.
does he have the right attitude, the right mentality to work his socks off for every single game, all the time? Does he come on and impact the game on the pitch? If he can change his mentality, and how old is he now? It must be
25, 26.
25.
Right.
25.
So he's getting to the tail end of his career. He needs to just pull his socks up and get his priorities right. He needs to focus 100% on the football, on his club, and just plays heart out all the time. But
Right.
does he have that right attitude? I don't know. And if he doesn't, then he's not going to last.
Right.
So it's really up to Martial to sort it out.
I think his divorce, because his wife, his new
Isn't
current
this his
wife,
second?
is leaving
Isn't this his second marriage? Oh, he was
his
engaged to.
current woman is leaving him. I
The
think
one
that's
that he
affected
cheated
him
with.
again.
The one that he's with now is the one that he got caught cheating with the first
The woman he's with now is the
Yeah.
one he got caught cheating with.
Cheating with in the
This
first
guy
one.
seems to have an issue
So
there,
now this one now is leaving him, and I won't be surprised if it's the same cheating thing or whatever. I don't know if the stories come out why she's leaving him. Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's leaving him.
But there's always a
She's
hacienda,
just-
man. You can go and get a third one.
She's the one who told that Ole said Martial's injured. She said no, he's not injured. I said this one was crazy.
Yeah.
But
But I'm saying, he doesn't need to be brokenhearted for too long. What's the
I
big
know,
club
right?
in Manchester? What's that big night club? The Hacienda.
Yeah,
Okay,
they love Dolly Birds there.
Yeah, you
I
just
love
go
that.
there,
Have
find
not
Dolly
because
Bird number 3.
Go to Scouts, get Scouts. But I
The-
think
the-
he
which
wants
one?
French women. He loves French
Hacienda
women.
Which is the club that all these Man United players go to?
No,
The
Hacienda's
night.
become like apartments now. They go to
Oh, is it?
Panacea.
Panacea. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
So
like to meet
Martial-
one of these players, man. One of these days, man. I like to go where they go.
You have to go
man.
to the
Just
Panacea.
check.
I remember when one club in Manchester, it was called Circle.
Right.
Balotelli
Yeah.
came in there. He
Uh,
picked out 4 girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just took them into VIP.
Wow.
See,
Right,
everyone's just getting
crazy.
free champagne. This
Exactly.
is
Oh,
how
just
this is how
champagne.
money talks. I went to a bar. I went to a pub, not a bar, back in central London. I'm talking 10, 15 years ago. And there were some Arsenal players there. I can't remember because I don't follow Arsenal like that then. But there's some of these a lot of English players from London clubs. And if you saw the women who were around this guy, you see one just touching him, just like vultures, rolling his Rolex. And so the 2 guys I went with, one of the guys said, check this out. He said, yeah, I play for the youth team. And these guys were all rubbing him. Mate, that guy's he works in the bank. He's not playing for no youth team. But Tommy just mentioned, I'm a youth team player at Chelsea. They were just on him like, it's like, my goodness. It's just like they just want freeness. They just want free food, drinks. It's just sad where we are today. This is really sad. But so if you're thinking, if the footballers are getting that kind of attention, think about it. Imagine that with all the money they have, the money they earn, and women just throw themselves at these guys. Your head gets big, innit? I'm the man. Anyway, that's that. Champions League is this Saturday. Liverpool were not able to complete the quadruple. Neither would they be able to have the original treble. Now, Real Madrid, who won the league title in Spain, are the only team to stop them, Liverpool, to win the Champions League. Vimo, who's winning Champions League, and what if whoever win it? What's the predicted score for that game?
It's a tough one, man, because Real Madrid, they can pull out a win from nowhere sometimes. But the only thing that worries me about that team is that defense.
Yeah,
they don't have the likes of Sergio Ramos and
Chelsea. I saw City rip that defense into shreds, and off the line clearances. That defense is not the strongest, and I think Liverpool can break that defense easily.
Yeah, so that's the only problem. I mean, the midfield is top quality. Kroos and Modric, Benzema's in form. It's just that defense, and when Liverpool attack, they attack mercilessly. So I think that's a real concern for me. And then you haven't got someone like Sergio Ramos just hooking up Salah and getting him out the game. A tactical foul like that. So it's gonna be a hairy one to watch. But yeah, I'll be supporting Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Okay, Bems.
You know what? I'm gonna make a bold prediction. First, I'll say this. I mean, we all know Liverpool is the better team. Liverpool is probably going to be the ones to win. But I'm going to make a prediction that Real Madrid is going to upset Liverpool tomorrow. It's going to be...
So you said Real Madrid are the underdogs here?
Of course. Real Madrid are the underdogs. I mean, it's clear. But the thing is, the fact that Real Madrid have beat PSG. They came from behind against PSG, came from behind against Chelsea, came from behind against City, and are now in the final. I just think
they'll be 3 English clubs on the drop.
The story is not that this story is not over. It's not. There's still one more chapter to be written, and I think that chapter I'm hoping it ends in a Champions League victory against Liverpool. I'll be rooting for Real Madrid. My mind tells me, how do I put it now? My mind tells me, my head tells me Liverpool's gonna win.
Your heart says,
but my heart wants Madrid to win. Yeah.
Okay. Kay.
I agree. I'm like Liverpool are the favourites, obviously, but
okay, you're not muted. Sorry, you're muted.
Yeah,
there you go.
Go on, Kay.
That's better now.
Yeah, Liverpool are the favourites. For me, Real Madrid. It's the momentum's with them. The performances they've done, how they've got to where they've got to. Benzema, it's in Paris. For me, it's just written for them. And all this Klopp saying there's no revenge because of what happened in the last time they met. I think Real Madrid are going to shock a lot of people. Like, Liverpool haven't played well for a while. Salah's scoring. They scored quite a few recently, but he's not in great form. It's Mane that, if they're going to win it, Mane is the guy that's going to be the guy.
That's right.
And that's it. I mean, Van Dijk was injured, wasn't he? So he's not played. He didn't play in the last game. I don't know if he's going to be fit. Thiago's injured and going to miss it. So on the bench, if it doesn't go right, who's going to change it for Liverpool? So I think, well, it's the defense for Real Madrid that's the worry. But I still think Real Madrid will get the job done.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, we've come to that time of the show. It's been a good week, actually. I mean, United, I'm literally happy the season's over because I don't have to worry and think what United are going to do, who's going to play. I'm so done. I'm happy the season's over. Something to look forward. We've got a lot coming up. We've got the World Cup coming up in November. We have Ten Hag going to start a new team. We'll see what he does with the preseason. We're going to see all that. Champions League on Saturday. So there's a lot to see, a lot of football still to play. And we're going to watch these transfers and see who's coming into United. So
How's that
Bimo,
going to work? How's that going to work, by the way? World Cup in November.
yeah,
And our
the
season
season, all
started
the seasons will be suspended for 2 months.
for how long?
For 2 months. I think the
For
World
2
Cup
months.
is.
So
I
no
think the
Premier
World
League
Cup
for 2
is. I think the
months.
World Cup is a month and a half. I think
Normally like 6
Jeez.
weeks, 6, 7 weeks. Yeah.
6 to
weeks.
7, 8 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And does it
Well,
get extended further on into May?
Yeah. So it
and
pushes
June?
us into. So
End
the
of
month. So
June.
those weeks we push the season further out.
So we get more football for the whole of next season then.
Yeah.
That's good, huh?
but that's
Nice.
but that's crazy though. That's crazy. But at least you're still gonna have football, right? You're
Yeah.
gonna have World Cup, so it's not.
But then
not-
it's gonna
not
mess
bad.
up next season as well. Because then the preseason, it's just gonna
Yeah,
be a
it affects
backlog.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
there won't be a
it's-
pre-season next season.
Yeah.
Maybe they just take a break.
Nah, you have to do.
You know what I'm
preseason.
thinking?
Players will get injured.
You,
But the
yeah,
promotional
you have to do
stuff, I
preseason.
mean, no
This-
promotional stuff, no traveling. Like this
This is-
season, they're going to Australia, aren't they?
Yes. Australia
Yeah.
and Middle East, Asia.
Yeah,
Asia.
it will
Because they're
probably
playing
next
Liverpool
summer
in
will
July
probably
somewhere. I
domestic.
think. Aren't they playing Liverpool in a friendly
Yeah.
tournament?
Liverpool is one of them. I think Liverpool, Crystal Palace is one of them too.
Indonesia or somewhere. Are they playing in Indonesia? One of the games. I can't
Yes.
remember.
Yes.
Who? Man United.
Yes. They play Liverpool in a
Yeah.
preseason.
Oh.
Yeah, somewhere
Yeah,
in
we're
the Middle
playing-
East.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I
That's gonna be
think
interesting.
this is what I feel. I feel the fact. I mean, man, the way they just keep packing games like tournaments upon tournaments, mid-season here. Like these players are playing all year round. I'm thinking
True.
these players is gonna get to a point. These players' careers will be ending at 30. Man, we're
At
not
the
far
rate,
from that.
oh yeah, at the
We're
rate
not
they're
far
playing.
from that. I think the days of like Ronaldo going to 38, I think it's gone. I think
I
the next
agree. I
next
agree.
5 to 10 years, if they keep putting all these tournaments, packing all these tournaments, these players are gonna be dead. They're gonna be dead, but just they're gonna be
Burnt
dead like
out.
Rooney at 28, 29.
Yeah.
True,
But then,
that's true.
but then football is a young man's game. You see a lot of youngsters coming through the ranks.
Getting
I mean,
younger,
I don't know
younger.
what it's like in Houston, but over here, there's a lot of good footballers who are 16, 17, 18 years old.
But
You know,
can they
very
get through the?
athletic, strong.
Can they get into the first team? That's where they.
Well,
get
I
to
think
it.
it has to. I think it has to shift that way eventually. That it becomes a younger man's game. You're going to start seeing 22-year-olds, you know, average age in the Premier League team. I think it's got to go that way because, as you say, Bems, people are being pushed to the limit here, and I think only
Yeah.
young bodies can really cope with that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
it's
demand,
only- yeah,
the
that's true.
demand for football is
Mhm.
getting faster, and you know the
It's
the
it's
owners are
ridiculous.
pushing them to all over the world to go. You know, they're going to get money here, advertised here, and the sponsorship deal requires you to play in this tournament for this. It's a lot. It's a lot on these footballers.
It's all about the money, man. That's
Yes.
it. It's all about the money.
Yes, and as you know, the club also wants to get fans and sell merchandise in that part of the world. They want to get that market. It's
Footballers
a
are like
business.
they're like racehorses. You keep flogging them, keep going. When one collapses,
That's
you
it.
get rid of it. You get another one in. That's the thing. That's sport for you, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What
Well,
can I get? How much
you're
can I
a-
get out of you? How much money are you going to make me?
Yeah.
Oh, when you're finished, I'll just get another one.
There
You're a
you go.
disposable asset. Once your asset's burnt or broken, out the
So
door it
it's
goes, and
another around the corner.
bring another one in. Yeah,
There
and
you go. Just
there's
like
there's so much stock coming through the system. There's
just like
so
a
much out
factory
there.
line.
Kay, you know, right?
Yeah.
How many footballers there are in England that can't even break into these clubs?
Of course, hundreds, thousands.
Hundreds of thousands of them. A lot.
Well, as usual, it's been an absolute pleasure, gentlemen. Absolutely, thank you very much for today. It's been a great time speaking with the UK and the USA crew today. We went over the Super Sunday, Champions League. We talked about transfer, talked about ETH, and we also got some positives, horizons to look forward to. So we're going to keep watching how United do this transfer window. Hopefully they get something, and we'll talk. So we'll probably do the post-match Champions League on Sunday or Monday, and we'll see if Liverpool were able to win another. That'll be the 7th Champions League or 8th, 7th, right, isn't it? Or is it the 6th? I think the 6th.
Nah, I think it's more than 6. They got at least
78. They won
now.
78,
Who's that?
78, 81,
that?
84,
Now
205.
Liverpool's the number of Champions Leagues Liverpool have.
Maybe the 6th one. They've already got 6, or this will be
They've
the
got
6th.
6 already.
They already
They've
got
They
6.
got 6 already.
Dang.
And Real Madrid have got 13.
Ooh.
Wow. And how many have we got?
We got
Bimo, what did you say? Did you say
3. I said, how many have we got?
3?
We got 3.
Chelsea have got 2. Chelsea are going to catch us up soon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. United, they ain't ready. They ain't ready. With the problem, we still keep living in. I mean, look at.
It's past glory, man. It's past glory.
Look, think about it. Liverpool, Man City literally preserved the treble in some way, somehow, in a way. That's why we're supporting City on Sunday. We're all way blue. I don't know if any of you saw the video when I interviewed the Man City fan. I went to a Man City fan pub after the game to go and congratulate some City fans. It was fun. It was good. You know, the guy just told me, you know, they've won 4 titles in 5 years. I said, yeah.
That's amazing.
So you can imagine how
man.
I was feeling internally.
Yeah.
4 titles in 5 years, and we've not won in.
No, actually, in 6 years.
And we haven't
4
won
and
1 in
6,
13,
yeah.
in 1 in 10 years.
Oh, they're gonna catch us up. I mean, they're gonna catch up to us.
They will need 7 more titles
soon.
to catch us up. United,
Well,
you know,
Pep,
they could win a title 7 years. I'm hoping.
If Pep stays, no, I'll put it this way: if Pep stays, let's say, if Pep stays for another 10, let's say 10 more seasons, they will get
They
close
can,
to us.
but
Man.
I can't see him being
They
there
will.
10 more years. I cannot
Thing
see
is,
him being
No, he's
Klopp is
not.
renewed, hasn't he? Klopp is renewed.
Yeah, Klopp is renewed.
Well,
Pep,
Klopp
I think
renewed.
Pep is out in 3. I think he's got 3 more years and he's out. I think he said he's done.
No, he's got 1 more year. I think he's out next season.
No,
His
he's renewed
contract
a
is
new
up next season.
contract.
Pep
He's
renewed
renewed
as
it
well.
already.
Yeah, Pep
Benz,
renewed
he's
as
renewed
well.
his contract.
Pep is renewed, mate.
Oh, well, Pep is renewed too. Okay.
But
Okay.
for him to
Klopp as
catch
well.
United's 13 Premier titles, it means he has to win 7 more. Man City have to win 7
It's
more. It
possible.
doesn't even need to be Pep. It could be another manager.
Pep's not
And-
going anywhere for
Nah.
a little while, man. He's got a restaurant in Manchester as well. He owns a restaurant in Manchester.
Oh,
Oh, he
lives in
does?
the city centre. But
Pep
Pep lives
Pierce.
in the city
For real.
centre.
Oh.
Yeah, he ain't leaving
So-
for a while.
Pep's
So
Pizza
he's
Company.
staying. Oh man, that
Yeah, they're
I mean,
both staying, man.
that's a dynasty, man. If I mean, as in we're talking, right? It's just talk right now, right? He just won 4 and 6, and he's been here 6 years. He just won 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Give it another 6 years. If he's still here, I can see him winning another at least 3.
Oh,
He's,
Yeah, but Klopp is going to try and stop him because Klopp
Yeah.
is staying till 2026 now.
yeah.
So they're going to be
4 more
fighting
years.
out, and we're
Yeah.
going to be kind of, well, let's
Fighting
see what
for
he
top
Yeah.
4.
does.
Or hoping
Yeah.
Brighton stop us going to Europa League again. Absolute rubbish. Like the BBC said, it is what it is.
What it is,
Rubbish.
yeah.
This season has been rubbish. But I'm glad it's over. I really am. I couldn't watch another league game again. I was so done. I couldn't
Yeah.
put myself through it. Right, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure once again. Vimol, thank you very much, representing UK, the painter, the designer. Thank you for bringing us into your Champions League studio.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we won't be there.
I'll be here on Saturday.
We haven't been.
broadcasting
When was
game.
the last time we were in Champions League final? 2011.
Hey?
Huh? 2011.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
when Barcelona was on that.
Damn, that long already.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We've all aged a lot since then.
Yeah, but Alex was still the manager.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow. Anyway, Bemzo, thank you very much, bro. It's been a pleasure. The controversial one's back. You were right. Never give up
Yeah.
on City. But you
Never ever do.
No. You saw me that day. I was
Yeah.
frantic, like, damn, these guys are
Yeah.
out. Benz told me, said, Tim, City will come back. I said, I don't know about this one, Benz.
I think we've got our own Mystic Benz. Mystic Benz.
Hey, thank you very much, brother. The smiley one, the positive
Okay.
one. I will see you guys very soon. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share our content. We shall see you soon. Take care, goodbye, and good night. God bless. Take care.
All right, guys. Yeah, bye.
There it goes.
Yeah, bye.